This is my Guinness and chocolate cake.
Howdy there folks. So today we are making a chocolate and Guinness cake. Now, as you watch this, something to bear in mind. I'm not very good at desserts. I was never allowed into the pastry section in restaurants. My hands run too warm. So any time that you see me doing a dessert, it's effectively me experimenting. But what that does mean is if it works for me, your probability of success goes up, because you'll probably do it better than I do. With all of that being said, get your ovens to 175 degrees and let's get making this.
So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start reducing about 350 milliliters of Guinness. And we're going to reduce that till you have about 3/4 of a cup. We're then going to line our 9-inch cake tins with parchment paper and we're going to set them aside. Now, in a large bowl, we're going to add 350 grams of granulated sugar, 2 teaspoons of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of espresso powder, and about 60 grams of unsweetened cocoa powder. We're all going to mix that together then and set that aside. If there is any clumps, you can break them up with your hands. Then in a separate bowl, we're going to add about a half a cup of vegetable oil, half a cup of buttermilk, 180 grams of sour cream, 2 eggs, and 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Mix all that together, and then we're going to gradually add that into our dry mix. And we're going to mix that all together, then add half a cup of the hot Guinness reduction in there and mix that up. And as you can see, it turns lovely and glossy. We're then going to pour that equally into the 2 different cake tins, give them 1 or 2 taps on the counter to get the air bubbles out, and then get them into the oven for about 25 minutes. Once they're done, you can take them out and leave them on a wire rack inside the tins to cool. For our icing, we start with about 230 grams of cream cheese, half a cup of softened butter, 2.5 cups of icing sugar, and a half a cup of cocoa powder. We're then going to add the last of our Guinness in. We're going to mix. And we're going to mix that till it's nice and thick. I then like to add some molten sea salt or a flaky sea salt of any sort. It's about time now we take our sponges out of the casings. And if you need to level them off, you can always do that. But once you're ready, you can apply your icing to the middle and then top it with the other cake. And you should have enough icing to cover the top and the sides. Now, I will say that it's not going to look amazing, but it tastes absolutely wonderful. I would definitely advise giving this a go, and I would appreciate a like and subscribe.